What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today is Friday. Want to talk about my overnight plays that I took on LTNC and OZSC. Both of them worked out nicely. OZSC was an amazing overnight play. I want to talk about a few other day trades that I took, intraday action on GVSI, and then my later on the day play of ADHC. I want to talk about all that. But before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So that being said, man, let's get into it. OZSC, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gap up, man. Did not expect that. Closed in the 11.2s and opened up in the 12.6s. I was holding 240 shares. 240,000 shares overnight. And I was able to capitalize and make $3,500 on that overnight play. And then the thing continued to grind out, man, in this grind action. And it kept pushing. So I was buying up more shares. As you can see, I had a total of 723,000 shares traded. And I winded up adding another $500 profit just trading this action here. Got as high as $4,125, but gave back a $125. So overall, winded up with more than $4,000 profit on OZSC. Beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah, man. So just a beautiful overnight play, doing the same shit I always do, man. And the reason why I took this overnight play, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know I'm typically like overnighting first green days. And as you can see, this is not a first green day, but the strength, the pure volume, the volume got higher here. Then we had a slight dip off intraday action, which is what I like to see. Heavy drop and then some curling here. When I noticed that, that's why I wanted to take the overnight play, because I figured we could get a nice gap up with the news catalyst, back-to-back days. So it is getting pumped. And then a news catalyst dropped again today. So, you know, they're trying to pump this thing back up there, and didn't even see that they just put this news catalyst out at 12:25, so 30 minutes before the market closed. That might have been a good overnight play again. But, you know, took my 3,500 and made a nice 500 just playing this action, noticing heavy size on the bid, because when I see a beautiful chart pattern, I focus heavy on the level 2, which is the bid and the ask. And I want to see heavy size in here, and it overtaking here, and watching size shrink on this side, and then this jumping, upticking. For those that don't know what an uptick is, that means when the number gets higher and higher on the bid side. So that worked out beautifully. 4 gram profit on OZSC. And then had an overnight play on LTNC. And it didn't quite gap up the way I'd like, but I was still able to capitalize. $52 in this account, and then $172 in this account. So overall, $224 or about $224 of profit. Just on a simple overnight play again. Steady grind action, as we're seeing here, and then pop. And then, you know, holding and then popped in the morning. And then again, man, LTNC is just a high probability play of a gap up, even if it's a small percentage. If you really just look at the intraday, the daily chart, I mean, look at whether it's red or green, it has a high percentage of gap ups. And so, you know, I thought, okay, cool. I seen strength in yesterday holding near the highs. So, you know, I could potentially capitalize on a gap up. Wasn't very much, but still $224. You know, when I think about in hindsight, you know, even me working 10-hour days at my fucking, you know, day job working at a warehouse, I didn't even make $224 in a day working 10 hours a day. So, you know, $224 So that put me up. You know, a little over $4,200 on the day. And then I noticed GVSI on my watch, and it was having this massive squeeze, this massive run, as you can see. And so once it dipped here and it started coming back, I started buying it up in this area, 200,000 shares at a time. And I was up about 340, I was up about $340, or maybe a little bit more, maybe about 360. And then I kept buying it in here thinking that we're going to keep running. And then boom, it dropped off on me. Took a loss, basically gave all my money back. I just had like maybe $40 left, like $46, $36, somewhere around there. And then I seen the grind action again. So I bought back in at the dip and winded up selling it. So overall, winded up making $306 profit on GVSI. And same thing, man, I focus heavily on level 2, and I want to see heavy sides on this side overtaking this side. And then when it tries to dip down, you'll notice the bid size, where it shows a good indicator that it's holding. You'll see it continue to pop up. So every time you might see this flashing off red, taking out the bid, because when it's green, people are buying. When it's red, people are selling. So when you see a bunch of red prints printing off, but you still see the bid stacking in size, that means it's holding pretty well. And then if you see an uptick, you know, that gives me a good indicator. Okay, this thing could keep going. So I bought back in. Made $306. So that put me at $4,500 for the day, which is probably my best day I've ever had. You know, as far as making money, you know, capital earned, you know, profit, $3,500 or $4,500. So that was a beautiful play. Everything been looking good lately. And then just ADHC, I noticed this last minute. Where I want to get in this chart. And as you can see, man, this thing just has a pop and drop type attitude. And every time we have a green and a huge red, even if you look right here, when it happened here, we had a gap up. So I'm anticipating a gap up for Monday, because you could see it even back here. First red day here, then boom, gapped up, huge run, red day here, then gapped up. So I'm expecting some kind of gap up on Monday. And that would be nice if I do get that gap up on Monday. But I kind of jumped in it. This one I jumped in right at the end. Winded up adding $34 on this one. But this one I jumped in too early. Bought 200,000 shares. I jumped in about 12:30 because I thought I seen it reversing. But it winded up just faking me out. Right here when it was pushing here, I bought at 215. You know, and then it pushed up to 219, but then just dropped off. And so I just, whatever, I held on to it. So minus total, minus about $147 to close off my day. So, you know, finish somewhere around $4,300 profit. A great way to close out the week. You know, that's no joke, man. $4,300 in a single day, man. That used to take me, you know, months to make that kind of money. And I made it in a single day. And I did actually do a lot of day trading today. You know, overall on the overnight play, I made about 3,700. And then day trading total today, added 800, and then minus this. So, you know, made roughly around, you know, $650 just day trading. You know, not to mention, you know, those overnight plays on OZSC and LTNC. So a great day, man. It was a really great day today. Focused heavily on level 2. I can't stress that enough, man. When you see a good chart pattern, or sometimes if things are getting squeezed, just like GVSI, you know, level 2 is a huge indicator, man, on because this is dangerous, man. You know, this thing could drop at any moment, which is why I always play it safe, play a really small size, because 200,000 shares for me at a time, that's only, you know, this would be 1,700, so about $3,400. And, you know, compared to this account size, it's like 30 grand. So, you know, very, very small size. And then collecting, you know, $100, $200, $300 at a time, you know, because you never know when these things could drop. And that's just me. I play it safe like that. And I'm heavy on level 2. So if I'm seeing a gradual climb, because I love to see these climbs. And when I'm seeing a gradual climb, I'm stuck. My eyes are glued on the level 2 right here. My eyes are glued to it to see what's the action looking like, what's the price action looking like. Are there more buyers and sellers right now? Is it dropping? Is it dropping heavy ticks, or is it upping heavy ticks? I pay a lot of attention to level 2 when I'm trading. So yeah, man. So overall, about $4,200-$4,300 on the day. So it was a great day. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, you can't stop. Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So OZSC, a beautiful overnight play and some day trades, winded up making over $4 grand on it. LTNC, an okay gap up, a small win, but small wins add up. On the overnight play on that, 224. And then GVSI, playing the price action in level 2 to collect another 300. And then my overnight play on ADHC, starting off down 147 on that. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.